What up, guys? What up? What up? What up? All right, my boys, man. We're gonna start off the after Christmas, with some educational videos, man. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, bro. I had an awesome Christmas, man. It felt great to, hold my baby and open up little presents for her. I mean, I thought it was the cutest. I thought it was the coolest thing, man. I was Santa Claus for the first time, and it felt great. Even though the baby is still a few months old, it was an amazing feeling to share that, man. So if I got any dads or moms in here, and I'm pretty sure you guys know the feeling, but it was definitely one of the greatest feelings I ever had in my whole entire life. So I got her about 7 presents, 7 little toys, and it just felt it was a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like when I bought my first Lamborghini, it was the greatest feeling of my life. I felt like I finally accomplished something, right? But and then I bought my second one, third one, fourth one, and it was never the same after. But when I opened up this present, the first present with the baby, it was like the greatest feeling. And then the second one was like the greatest feeling. And the third one was the greatest feeling. And it's just like, there's nothing that can replace fatherhood, man. So it felt good to be Santa Claus for the first time. Anyways, again, man, shout out to all my parents in here being Santa Claus, man. God bless all of you guys, man. I'll throw a prayer for you guys watching this video. But dude, I definitely want to hit you guys with some education, man. Prepare you guys for 2026. By the way, my birthday is in 3 days. Yo, we about to be 29. Golden birthday on the 29th. Let's get it. So, I mean, GJ hitting historical highs of my entire career. I've been training for almost 10 years, and literally, I've never seen 211. Literally 1111. That was awesome. Okay. Anyways, so we've definitely had some great moves, and I definitely want to get into this. Oh, I was about to remove all the charts here, but let's go to the educational GBP So let's get into this. So my boys, I definitely have been trading like a friend of mine who is a floor trader, and I have only been trading like him for the last 5 months almost. I don't think I'll ever want to change my strategy ever again, because again, this is literally how people are trading at Goldman Sachs as junior desk traders, floor traders trading GBP flows, bro. All right, so I'm telling y'all, man, take notes, my boys, take notes, bro. We still out here, bro, with no social media. It's been it's been 4 months exactly, bro, with no social media. And come on, bro, just living off my trading, bro, living off, just glorifying God, free community, free everything, man. Yo, man, come trade with your boy, man. We've gotten more than 40 payouts in there. All right, so I just want the best for you guys. I'm telling you, man, I don't want nothing from you guys. I just want to glorify my God, man, because he pours that favor right back into my life, right? So one thing that I do want to talk about GJ being at 211, man, I think this is a really great thing because, besides being so high up, which, can definitely be a little intimidating, keep in mind, we got a lot we can cover down here. So, I mean, if you really think about it, if we were to drop and start correcting some of these moves, grabbing liquidity, man, we got some clear areas where we can definitely, take some profit at, right? So now, how would I attack 2026 markets on GJ right now? Is I would start off by literally just going on the daily, right? So that's how we're gonna start off. So on the daily, you can see I got nothing here. This is a naked chart on the daily, and the first thing that I do really want to notice is that sticks out to me is the 50 SMA, right? So this is my 50 SMA. Remember, guys, I use the 50 SMA, the 200 SMA, and the 300 SMA, right? The 50 SMA is more short term. The blue one, which is my 200 SMA down here, that's more long term. And then the 300 SMA, which is called the heavyweight of indicators, that one is the overall direction. So being above them all means we're definitely bullish, but we definitely got some room in order to start targeting, and they got to start making their way up. So first thing that I want to definitely do is see where my 50 SMA is at, right? So I mean, my 50 SMA is right over here. So we got like kind of like a little break in retest method at 205 100. So I definitely want to keep that level right there. So I'm gonna leave that daily level right there. Now I don't want to put a daily level at the top. There's really there's no necessity. Why? Because it's just like a simple 2 candle resistance. If anything, I'm gonna go to the 4 hour and I'm gonna see where I can find a better level. And I think that if I were to do a better level, it would probably just be a little rejection area right over here. Well, there you have it. I don't want to go straight to the top over here, even though it's like a 40 pip margin. I don't want to do that because over here makes more sense, because what do we have over here? I'm pretty sure y'all already, oh wow, we have a lot more rejections, correct? So the fact is that we got a bunch more rejections in this area. I'd rather just keep it at the 211 100 area. You feel me? So the fact is, now I have two little levels, right? Now these little levels are going to be nice targets, because one thing that I do definitely want to have in mind is, if I'm going to be bearish, I got to be bearish under this level. If I'm gonna be bullish, I gotta be bullish above this area. But if I'm gonna be bearish, I'm gonna be targeting this area overall, right? And notice how that kind of stands out with the 300 SMA at this point. You kind of see how they're starting to like align with each other. So again, 4-hour 300 SMA, daily 50 SMA. You see, there's a symbiosis right there. I'm telling you, you gotta take these things in consideration, right? Or I just might be tripping. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so now, again, I do want to keep something in mind, right? So now this is my 4-hour. This is my 4-hour accumulation distribution, right? Remember, banks move the markets with a accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So this is very important to have on your chart. It's very important to see it, right? So the fact is that we talked about how we use this thing and how we read this thing based on our, basically like, okay, where are we going to go? Remember how we talked about in the previous video? I definitely recommend you guys look into it. I'll probably give you guys a breakdown in this video on it. So now my accumulation distribution is breaking these highs and officially trading above here. So market is currently open. So if there's one thing that I definitely want to do is I definitely want to start going up. So above this area, I definitely am bullish. But how do I find my targets? Well, I'm not going to be trading today, but realistically speaking, I would be going with these psychological levels, right? So I would be going with the 200, the 500, and the 800 and the 000 levels, right? So that'd be 209, for example, 209, 200, 209, 500, 209, and 800 to 210, right? So 20 pip to 30 pip increments are definitely what you need to start targeting. Going for these 1 to 4s, 1 to 5s, man, they're really unpredictable. To be honest, in my whole entire career, I've probably only caught 1 to 4s going on sells on massive moves like this who correct. And to be honest, bro, or it was just pure luck. But if you're just consistently going for 1 to 3s, 1 to 4s, bro, you just, yeah, you got to get it together, my brother. Yeah, unless you're on a demo account like most of these traders. But look, man, you gotta be realistic with your trading, my brother. You gotta be real with your trading so your results can be real. You feel me? Everybody wants the easy route. Everybody wants the easy route. But man, I'm telling you, man, you want real results, you gotta have real expectations. Correct? So I'd just be going with targets like that. So definitely a 500 area, or maybe this top high would be an easy target. But then again, bro, this is the 4-hour. We'd make our way to the 30-minute for sure. And there we have it. So now the 30-minute, sorry, it's going to tell me a lot, right? Because we're going to have to look at these candles. We got to look at these candles looking like it's pretty exhausted out here. You know what I'm saying? The momentum is dying out. I mean, look at this. Look at these candles. I mean, realistically speaking, I'd probably just need a candle like maybe like this in order to take a buy, because when they start dying out, you notice you'll start having some liquidity grabs, right? Remember, for every pip that goes up, pip's got to be sold. For every buyer, there's a seller. So at this point, it looks like we've already kind of exhausted on the buys. So if anything, we are going to drop down in order to keep going up. So I mean, again, you gotta be focused on how these candles look on all time frames. You know what I'm saying? Usually what I can do is I can kind of see that direction and confluence with the 4-hour and the daily. I use those two time frames as a confluence. But when it comes to my 30-minute, I'd like to use my 30-minute in confluence with the 1-hour, right? So if I look at the 1-hour, notice how I have a bullish engulfing candle followed by a good bullish candle with this new hour close. It's kind of looking pretty good, making that low. Again, it looks like it's most likely going to break this low and it's going to keep dropping, right? Hensing the liquidity grab. So I'd like to run the 4-hour with the daily and 30-minute with the 1-hour always, correct? So that's something that you guys really gotta start doing. You can't just start running like a 15-minute time frame in confluence with a 1-hour slash daily. You can't. You gotta kind of just put them in pairs, really. I mean, you can get lucky here and there, but I'm just giving you guys some advice that I got myself from some pretty good traders that are trading tens of millions of dollars. I'm telling you, man, I was really famous at one point, and I made some good friends. So I think the best thing I ever did was definitely get closer to God. I made it public, wasn't afraid of my faith, and bro, it brought me a lot of connections, man. You know what I'm saying? So the wise man listens, bro. The wise man listens, right? So now I got this level up here. So what I think I'm going to definitely start doing is, okay, I got my levels where I want to target, where I want to buy, be above, where I want to sell under. All right, so in this situation, what do I got to do? I got to find another area. Now, another area I'll be looking for is a 30-minute support. This is a perfect solid area. It's perfect, right? So if I were to do sell off over here and I get some rejections over here with massive confluences, first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to sell over here. Definitely, that's where my targets are at. And then I have an area as well where I can resell here, right? Boom. And then I could target these SMAs. These SMAs would be my targets. I wouldn't necessarily want to target these levels because we have clean traffic over here. So the fact is, if we don't have any little levels of support, like levels over here that, you know, were broken to make new highs, then I don't really see any targets other than my SMAs. That's what I would be targeting, because the second we touch this SMA over here, I promise you, bro, we're going to have a massive rejection. It's happened most of the times, almost every single time. Look at that. So you want to use the SMAs as zones to profit on, correct? So in this situation, what would I do? I would wait for a bullish engulfing candle up here with some strong momentum to target this area over here for a buy, and for the sell, this is what I would do. I would wait for some confirmations for sells to target back this area over here. It would make more sense, right? I wouldn't want to target these SMAs just because there's just more room here. There's more room here. So I'd give my stop loss a nice breather. But of course, if I can get some clean 30-40 pips without any stress, I call that a win. I do have a rule where if I get 25 pips without having more than 4 or 5 pips to draw down, then I take it and I walk out. It's free money, man. Free money. You can't say no to free money, bro. Literally, right? Gotta humble yourself with the markets, bro. So that's what I would be doing. So now I want to show you this perfect trade over here that happened. Now, this was an Asian session trade, but like, let me show you how it all ties up here, right? So now notice here how we have a pullback currently coming, right? But on this pullback, we are rejecting the 50 SMA, the 300 SMA. And we have this cross, right? So we got this beautiful cross. We're above all SMAs. I mean, realistically speaking, it looks like we're having a break and retest situation going on over here. So, I mean, if you think about it, we got massive confluences. But if you would have bought over here, you would have got completely demolished. But it's Asian session. We don't really buy Asian session. It's not really necessary. But there was movement. There was movement. And if you see here, there was news at 2 in the morning. So there was volatility in the market at that point. So if I wanted to go here and press the play button over here, notice here how the accumulation distribution the accumulation distribution indicator is consistently doing a stairway. Notice that it's going up, right? So it's like I already got clear confirmations of a buy right there. So let's say this was a London session. I'd take that trade any day. You know what I mean? Those are definitely clear trades always. So like, let's say you were late and you were to just take this trade over here. Notice how the accumulation distribution is right up here. You can notice that you would probably gotten lucky. You know what I mean? So again, we did break back above over these SMAs. So this was a good buy, man. At the end of the day, this was what we call like a perfect scaling. So when you kind of tie up all your confluences together and you use the accumulation distribution indicator, I promise you, bro, it's like really hard to lose. And I usually only catch myself losing if I'm trading Asian session or I'm not taking profits, right? So my last 2 losses were about 25 pips in profit, and I let them hit break even stop loss, man. But other than that, man, if I were to calculate all my losses in the last 4 months trading like this, man, they've only just been out of session, or I got lucky with news, and basically, yeah, man, not taking profits, man. Literally, bro. I think I've only had like maybe like 5 fake outs that have pissed me off. But man, we're talking about 5 fake outs in a period of 4 months. Come on, bro. I think it's a dub all day. So, you know, we're profitable, man. We're learning every single day. Again, I don't believe that I ever want to trade any other way. And yeah, man, use code YouTube to get funded. You can get 60% off any account. We've been trading with Funded Hero for about 4 months now as well. And my group I have over 40 payouts, man. I'm telling you, man, come join us, man. We're getting paid, man. We're not here we're not here to be public, you know, famous people, man. We're here to trade, man. Support our families, bro. You know, I'm a dad, and you know, I just made it a mission, man, to help other dads out there and moms as well learn trading and provide for their kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? Again, I've been off social media for months, and it feels great that I can finally live off my trading without being unfocused and trying to be a sales marketer on the internet. Yeah, it's free, easy money, but man, trading, man, is where it all started, and that's where we had to rebuild again. You feel me? But anyways, go. Yo, guys, I love you guys, man. Take some notes, man. Join my group, man. It's completely for free. I'm gonna link down the group in the Telegram comment below. So the Telegram, it's gonna be in the comment. Just click on that. I got the check mark on my name. Any other account is false. So I love you guys, man. I'll see you.